Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daryl and this is Future Proof. In this channel, I teach you how to invest into cryptocurrencies, I teach you how to protect your buying power, and most importantly, how to be profitable. Guys, I have a very exciting video to share with you guys today. I hope that you guys appreciate it. If you do, you know what to do. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a bell, click the bell notification, drop a comment below. I really appreciate that. So there's a couple of things that we want to take a look at in the market and why I want to reiterate this fact that right now we're not going to take off right away. I'm trying to save you guys a lot of money because I've seen this over and over again, and I'm going to in this video show you guys the psychological warfare that's being played with the whales and how they manipulate you and make you think that the price is going to go up when in reality they're just kind of like they're literally just kind of like trying to pull you in, give you hope again, make you optimistic again, and basically just dump it in your face. Because you need to understand that these whales, they want your money. So if you just following the waves and you're just reacting, you're making it so easy to give them their money. So like this video, we're going to focus on how you need to think about things going so far, what your plan should probably be. Keep in mind, I'm not no financial advisor. I'm just basically sharing this information based on experience and also TA and what I'm seeing in these charts. So as we can see, we still have everything green today, but have you noticed something? We're not as green as we were yesterday. Okay, things were having what's called a relief bounce, and these were relief rallies. A lot of optimism coming back in the market. We have Elon Musk tweeting again, like, dude, someone take this guy's phone, please. And we have all these things going on. We have good news coming back, and everyone's getting excited. But I really want you guys to keep a level-headed in this space right now, because things are not always at the same. So even one way you can tell that people are getting back is the fear and greed just went from a 10 to a 20. So people are coming back and getting optimistic in this market. So I really want to protect you guys from making certain mistakes that I used to make in the past, and how you need to be able to see these. So one thing, first sign you need to look at is the weakness in the market. Yesterday we were up, the entire market cap was up a couple double digits. Today we're up 2.4%. Okay, so understand that that's weakness. Okay, if we were really having a strong bounce and if we were really going to go high, the market would have already recovered at least 50% of its loss from what we saw. So that's something to keep in mind. And I'm sure if you've been following this space for the past few months, you know how fast we've been recovering on these Sunday dips. That's why me and my patrons, we always look to purchase things on Sundays. And that's something to keep in mind for you guys as well. Okay, with that said, we have our top 24 is Ethereum Classic, which makes no sense. It makes no sense. Okay, Ethereum Classic is a dead project. I'm gonna reiterate that. It had 51% attacks so many times. That means it takes so much money out of this platform. So I don't know why that's up, but obviously, you know, these Robinhood traders are probably trading this right now. We have Holochain, Swissball, Torchain. I like Rune. Yeah, so we have a lot of shitty coins, mostly shitty coins that are up right now with no extremely strong fundamentals. And we saw a lot of our good coins get major hit. But right now, guys, we're not really going to focus on coins. I want to focus on what the price movement of Bitcoin is showing. Okay, this is the Bitcoin on the daily. All right. Before I get too close up on what's happening in this area here, I want to bring you guys back to this area when we saw something very similar going down. And I want to explain to you why you need to be realistic about however we're going to go back up. Okay, it's not going to be a V-shaped recovery and we're just bouncing back up. Most likely it could potentially be a W shape. So we'll see. First, what you need to realize is when we broke this trend line right here, when we broke this trend line, so this trend line in reality was like this. Okay, when we broke this trend line that we were holding down since $20,000, okay, that's when we started getting out of this uptrend, and we weren't as stable anymore, and we basically went down and we retested. We had a bearish test, and that's what you need to look at. This was a bearish retest. And then we had Elon Musk poking the bear, all this China news coming out, and then boom, down we go. Okay. and then we went down over 50%. All right, so I'm just gonna move this over here because that's just kind of how I have it, and you see how this perfectly also force this to go back down. Because what you guys need to understand is when trend lines are support, that support, when the price goes under, tends to turn into resistance. Okay, that's why when we broke this support line, it was hard to break back over it because now it has turned to resistance. So this is one thing to keep in mind. All right, the second thing I want to tell you guys is look at this little trend here. Okay, look at this little trend here. This little trend we had here, we had this trend line that also we had since like 17,000, and we're climbing. But look what happened when we broke this trend line. When we broke this trend line, we went under it. Okay, we got dumped to these areas in which we got supported by the second trend line. But if you're really looking at this, you see we dumped down. We were trying to go back up, but we came right back down. Look how we retested this low. Okay, this needs to happen. There needs to be some sideways movement before we can really take off. What you probably won't remember from this time is that the price of Bitcoin was pretending to keep going up and then you would think, oh, let me get back in, and you get dumped on again. So this is what I'm trying to avoid you guys from doing. Now let's zoom into this. Okay, I'm gonna go from to the 2-hour chart and show you guys what I see here. First of all, when we had this big dump, we went down, we touched 29,997. Okay, this is hilarious. The fact that we touched 29,000 actually worries me. I know that we even touched 28,000 in some certain exchanges. That's very worrisome because you have a lot of people in the space right now that are over leveraging, and when the price starts crashing, it's like a domino effect. Everybody's stop losses starts hitting. Everybody that's over leverages gets liquidated, and then it just continuously go. It's not that everyone like automatically plan to sell. It's just the whale came. The whale's looking at all the order books and it says, oh, everyone has their stop losses here. I'm going to kick them out. And then he gets in, sell, big orders. And people get liquidated and this whole domino effect takes place. So with that in mind, when we did go to these levels and we had this bounce up, right? A lot of people were like, oh, this is it. This was the bottom. The bottom is in. We're going to just pump back up. Is that really what happened? No, that's not what happened. What happened is we had a fake out. Okay. The same thing happened here. When we first dumped to 46,000, people were saying, oh, this is the bottom. This is the bottom. We're going sideways. Oh, we're going sideways. This is great. We're just going to go bounce back off from there. That's not what happened. We dumped further. And you can see the same pattern is being repeated. This pattern and this pattern are no different. Okay. They're no different. What you need to see is one good thing that did happen is that we broke out of this negative red line right here. Basically, this line here, we finally broke out of it. Okay. And what most people think is the fact that we broke out of it means that we're out of this bear trend. But that's not true, because what you need to look at now is these past support levels. So when we basically we're going sideways here, this was a support and then we broke the support. And then when we came back here and was going sideways, this was a support and we broke the support. What have I told you about support? If you remember what I've said about support is that support, when the price is over it, is great support. But when we go under the support, it turns into resistance. And that's what we're seeing here. So if I am to zoom in on this part of the chart, is you can see when we broke under this, we weren't able to regain this level. We got rejected here. And then when we finally broke out of this negative bearish line, we got a little bullish. Okay, people are getting excited. Oh, we finally broke out of this. Guess what? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. I'm gonna go zoom in to like the 30 minutes here because you guys need to see this. First off, this is getting people optimistic that on the 30-minute we're kind of over this 200 EMA right here, and we see this long signal coming in. But guess what? Two things happened last night because I was watching this literally most of the night. Because the thing is, trading is like you have to adapt to whatever you get. Like I'm saying, yeah, this is basically most likely a bull trap or fake out. But if I see signs in the chart that's showing me that, okay, some of these beliefs that I had are invalidated, I'm going to let you guys know. And I'm going to be like, okay, something has changed. It's never to just be stuck in a mentality. Yeah, some of my patrons were asking me, hey, did Elon Musk tweet change something? And I was like, nah, not really, because it's less valid. People don't trust the guy anymore. You know, like I believe he's that Dogecoin well, and with people, you can't just blindly follow or trust someone. And it sucks that he has so much string over the market at the moment. And honestly, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But regardless, we had this rising trend line here, which we broke. Okay. That's one sign. We had this double top here, barely breaking 40,000. Look how close we were to breaking 40,000, and we got rejected twice. So right here, we got to basically 39,978. And right here, again, we got to 39,852. Okay. You know why? Because so many people are sitting with sell orders at below 40,000. They're trying to get out. They're trying to get out because when Bitcoin crosses the some of these major psychological levels, it's really hard to just pick back up. You know, it's not like that. It's not that easy. We need to consolidate. We need to go sideways. So basically, we have this double top here. This isn't very like only in 30 minutes, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. But here, look what happened next, right? We broke out of this, and we're still being supported by this 200 EMA on the 30-minute. But on the 4-hour, it's way above us. It's like waiting to just dunk us back down. So that's something to keep in mind. And then what happened here? We try to retest this. So now this created sort of a resistance level on itself. Okay, we couldn't break above that area. Okay, and now look, we went down, and the bulls are still trying to fight. This is the thing, guys. You might look this chart close up, and you think, "Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it." Rejected. Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Rejected. Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Rejected. Oh, we're gonna do it. Rejected. What you need to do is stop reacting and plan. What you need to do is basically have a plan that we're gonna keep potentially getting rejected. If you plan on keep getting rejected, it's so much easier to trade these other coins because you can ride them up while they're optimistic, and then you just basically get ready to get out when we're getting rejected because all these other coins are reacting to what Bitcoin's doing. What does this show me? This shows me weakness. This shows me there's not a lot of strength to push this trend up. This shows me that this is just a trap. I mean, bull trap. And why? We're going to talk about that as well. I know we're not going to really talk about a lot of coins, but we're going to really talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I really advise that you guys already scoop some Ethereum because that's mostly what I'm looking to do. So right now we're creating lower highs, and where could this price bring us back? It's going to bring us back in here. We could probably come back down to 33,000. I think 33,000 is a great area for Bitcoin to come back to. If we do break this area and we make a lower low than 31,300, guys, we're going lower. There's no doubt about that. If we do that, the potential that we actually come back, we can get supported again at that 29,000. But psychologically, if we break 29, why can't we go to 20? You know, but we might not go to 20, so I don't want to scare you guys. I don't think it's going to happen. But what I do think is going to happen is that we are not out of this yet. You might feel you are, but Bitcoin needs to stabilize. Bitcoin is going to keep getting rejected here, come back down, boom, and try to go for another rally, get rejected again, come back down, and then basically we're going to go sideways in here, and then potentially breaking up finally. And then we're going to go sideways because look how we went sideways in here. Okay. We're going to go sideways a little before we break this and then get rejected here because this 200 EMA is going to meet us and literally dunk us back down. Rejected. So do you think this is healthy for your mental health? Just watching crypto becomes so volatile and not knowing what to do and getting excited, yay, we're good, and then getting knocked down, oh man, what's gonna happen? No, it's not. And I'm literally trying to do you guys a good favor, and I highly advise that you have a more like look and watch like type of vibe right now. Watch what happens. Don't jump in blinded in this market. Like take a breath and try to understand what's happening. Because there's so many potential ways that Bitcoin is going to get rejected. And the thing is, it's sad to say, but there are levels when we reach, we're going to get rejected so hard that it's going to push us back down, and altcoins are going to bleed. Okay, so if you're mostly in altcoins, you should be thinking about your ways to exiting your positions when Bitcoin starts rising. Okay, at least not all your position, but some, just so you can have some USDT on the side or some other stable coins so that you can buy the dip. All right, so that's what I would probably be doing in these areas. And when we're looking at coins like Solana was on a tear. Solana was on a tear. Look at this dump. Look at this dump. Altcoins, when Bitcoin just has a correction, they just bounce back up like 50%. That's what we've been seeing. Like, look at this dump back here. We literally dumped and then just pumped the next day. Okay, like the next day. Are we seeing this right now? Are we seeing this right now? What are we seeing? We're seeing like lower highs, and we're seeing that this is trying to go sideways. Basically, we tried to pump back up here, got rejected, came back down. Now we're under the 200 EMA on the 4-hour, and basically we're just kind of like going sideways. I expect this to come back down to this $23 because there's a lot of overhead resistance for these coins right now. So this is something to keep in mind. I'm not going to be looking at a lot of coins today. This video is mostly focusing on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so let's check this out. Ethereum, which I love. If you saw my video yesterday, I told you guys Ethereum was going to get rejected at this box. I can't make this up. Okay, I have not moved this box, but look how Ethereum literally came, touched that box, and got rejected. I was hoping we get rejected inside the box, but it just touched it and got rejected. Why? Why did I knew this was going to happen? On the 4-hour, we have this 200 EMA hovering over. I thought they were going to meet in between, but they didn't. But maybe on the 1-hour, look at this. This 200 EMA that I've told you is like Mutombo. From like, he's literally going to be waiting for you by the basketball court and just block you out trying to do a layup. You guys need to watch this 200 EMA. Okay, this is your enemy right now. Until we break this, we're not gonna go to higher levels. And it's mostly accurate on the 4-hour, but also if you guys are looking short term, 1-hour works fine as well. But look, what's that? Now we're making higher lows. Oh, we're making lower highs. See, we're making lower highs. So I can make a trend line here, and look, it's going down. It's going down. We had that perfect bounce. That's actually very healthy, but sad to say, Ethereum may just come back down like this, go like that, come back down. Okay, this is something that's highly possible. So I just had to remake this video because I also know that there may be people like, okay, like, yeah, that's gonna happen, but at the same time, they don't want to miss out if things go up. All right, and I completely understand that. But I want you to understand something too. If you're trading out of fear that you may miss out on things going up, you're not trading properly, because that's you trading with your emotion. That's what they call FOMO, fear of missing out. Okay, and I don't advise it, because yeah, things could go up and you miss out on some coin. But guess what? If that trend is strong, you can always hop on later and make your money. But guess what? If you're trying to hop on too early and the trend is not yet your friend, and it's going in the opposite direction, then you think that's you about to lose money. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer losing money, or do you prefer waiting patiently to make money? So it's your decision. Okay, this is probably all that I have for this video today. I just wanted to share my view on what I see Bitcoin and Ethereum doing at the moment, and what you need to watch for. I know this sounds crazy, especially with all this bullish news coming out for Ethereum right now. But I do believe Ethereum is going to at least come back to this $2,000 level. Okay, there is a potential that Ethereum even goes down to 1,600. Okay, that's possible. Why do I think that's possible? It's because this would be a great area. Okay, even if we went to 1,400, we'd just be retesting the previous all-time high. Sitting over here at or sitting over here at 1400. Okay, that's not that bad. Look how much we lost, a lot. All right, and we had all these fake outs for Ethereum as well. So I'm gonna go on the 1 hour so you can see this. We had all these fake outs. Think, oh, it's over. We're gonna go back up. We're gonna go back up. Rejected. We're gonna go back up. Rejected. We finally kind of got out of this trend line, but now we're getting rejected by all these. We're gonna get rejected by all of these overhead resistance. Even if we break over this, we're gonna get rejected at 32. These areas, we're gonna get potentially rejected. So unless you really want to be trading these and you have the patience to be watching these, I would really just recommend you guys have a just watch what happened. Be patient. Don't jump into trades too quickly. Just watch what happened. All right. This is just my advice to you. It's not financial advice. It's just friendly advice. Okay. I hope that you guys got some valuable information from this video, and I hope that you guys are going to do your research, because you know what happened here was meant to happen. It's okay. I don't want to say I'm glad it happened, but this market was getting crazy. It was getting insane, and it was just too much, and it needed to chill. It needed to take a chill pill, and that's exactly what it did. All right. So I really hope you guys got some valuable information. If you did, you know what to do. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so you know exactly when I post a video. I'm going to try to be updating you guys as much as I can on this current market situation, because someone has to give you guys the real talk on this, and I'm definitely going to do that. So like, it's not always bullish. That's not how it works. That's not how you become profitable. You need to know and admit the situation in order to formulate a plan. Okay, if you don't admit the problem, how can you solve it? All right, that's all I'm gonna say, and that's where I'm gonna leave it there. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's staying safe, and most importantly, future proof.